Lorena. Lorena.
Hello, my name is Lorena, and I am part of group 93, and together with my classmates Arilis, Luciana, Alejandra, and John. Today we are going to present our class based on the different research. In this case, and talk about of the book talk. No problem. In this case, we're going to talk about the contents for the first part and talk about the warm up activity, in this case by me, and the second, the vocabulary boost by Alejandra. The next, the guest, the book by Alejandra, and the next, the power of cultural festivals by Luciana, and finally, the discussion by Alejandra. To enhance your language skills, we will practice through games and visual in the languages. And don't forget to participate.
Okay, everybody.
Okay. And the next part, we are going to present the word up, in this case, the activity. You look at different options and you can look the next video.
I have always loved reading. I remember as a little kid, reading Sherlock Holmes and Alice in Wonderland. As I got older, I was always impressed by a good book. It's the best form of entertainment. A book can be so good that it changes your life. And it's an almost earned right to be able to read. It's something you had to work for. You weren't born with this innate knowledge. And once you learn to read, it opens up the world in such a way that you're no longer this isolated person. You can now read about all of these places and the history and the future. And when you read something that affects you, and you're like, wow, somebody wrote that. I understand why they wrote that, or you relate or connect, or certain words kind of just float out and grab you. Books can take you anywhere, and in such a different way than other media, because you have to create that world in your mind, and I think that's awesome.
Okay, so hi, my name is Alejandra. We're gonna do the vocabulary bust. We're gonna learn some words that maybe are frequently used in the topic in the books, but we're just gonna learn it. So, um, participants, which means everybody. If you want to participate, just raise your hand and pretty much it. I will say the sentence and you will try to guess the word, and we're gonna do a crossword. So, everybody, for the first one, writing based on real facts, events, or peoples. What do you think it is? Maybe is newspaper? No, writing based in real facts, events, or people. Newspaper, maybe? No. Girls, do you have an idea? So I don't remember. Second one is stories set in imaginary worlds with magical or supernatural events. This is what? Fiction, maybe. Great. A true account of someone's life written by another person. What do you think it is? Bibliography, maybe? No. Okay, a fast paced. Who? What? Somebody say something? No. Okay, this one is easy. A story about solving a crime or uncovering a secret. What do you think it is, guys?
Policíaca, crime,
No,
policia,
no. This is crime, criminal. Okay. Timeless works recognized for their artistic and biblical and cultural value. This will be something about time. Give me one sec. I believe the police one is about like true crimes or maybe
Teacher number 6, horror is possible.
horror.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but you know what it could be now that you say that? Maybe mystery.
It's possible.
Okay,
Yeah.
possible, right? And the third one, a true account of somebody's life written by that's a bibliography. How do you write that? Bibliography.
Number 1 is possible adventures.
A what?
Adventure number 1. No.
biographic, oh, no,
Non-fiction. Okay, and this is gonna be okay. That makes sense. How do you spell bibliography? Because it's not biography. Ole. Okay, we're missing the four. Timeless works recognized for their artist and cultural value. And the fifth, a fast paced story full of suspense, anxiety, and tension. Thriller? Fine. Thriller. Okay, maybe. What is this? Timeless works recognized for their timeless works recognized for their art. No idea. Okay, do you want to check the answers now to see what was the correct or not? Let's check the answer. Ah, okay. Uh, I don't know. 14 letters incorrect. Okay, then I
Teacher,
don't know
science
next one.
fiction. Science fiction is possible.
A ver, science. That's how you science. No,
Yeah.
how? Like S science.
No.
No,
Okay. No.
no.
I don't know, teacher. It's difficult this part.
Right?
Number 4.
Canon. Okay, no idea, but let's move on to the next one. Okay, idioms. This one is gonna be easy because we already have the answers, but let's see. Okay, we're gonna learn some idioms about books. Idioms are some expressions that we say with an intention. The expression or the sentence doesn't mean what is tell, but it has a meaning for the environment or for the context that you are saying. For example, judge a book by its cover. What do you think it is? Maybe to judge somebody by his cover. Appearances are not a reliable indication of the true characters of someone or somebody. So we usually judge somebody by his cover, but it's not what we expect. So next one, to read between the lines. This is understanding the hidden meaning. On or it could be used when we read so fast that we just want to know what's the context about. A page turner. A page turner, it's powerful story that keeps you interested. A page turner. Then, lost in a book. That's an easy one. The feeling of total immersion in a story. Then, food for thought. Something that warrants serious consideration. Food for thought. That's crazy. Okay, this is all. So, let's start practice with some questions. Okay, appearances are not reliable indication of a true character or someone or something. What do you think it is?
Teacher, is possible number 2?
Judge a book by its cover. Correct. Well done. Understand the hiding meaning. What do you think it is?
Number four.
Number four, correct. Next, powerful story that keeps you interested. What do you think it is?
I think so that is number two. It's possible.
Lost in a book? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's possible.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah,
Okay,
it's not.
thanks.
Page Turner. Continue.
Thanks, Jason.
A feeling of total immersion in a story. Lost in a book. That's the one. Then something that warrants serious consideration. Lost in a book is not. Fake it till you make it. No. To read between lines. No. Food for thought. Comido por recibido. Something that warrants serious consideration.
Claro, claro, y camina, que bueno, sí.
Luciana. Powerful story that keeps you interested. What's this one? Page Turner. Okay. So, continuing with the presentation, we're gonna do a speaking part. So I need the participations of the students. Karen, Jesus, Andres, Mustafa. Have how have your reading habits changed over time? For example, for me, I used to read a lot when I was when like a year ago. Now I'm not reading that much, but I'm a reader and I keep the habit. So for you, how have changed the habit of reading?
Um, I could say that I wasn't a really good reader person, but right now because of my career, I I start to read a lot lately.
And what do you like to read? Fantasy,
Um,
history.
I think that maybe classic literature. It's
Oh, really?
it's a good, yeah.
Classic. That's good, Karen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody else? Mustafa, maybe? Andres? Jesus? Javier? Andres, do you want to participate? Somebody? The girls? Okay, I'm gonna choose then. Um, Nobody can participate. Yeah. Uh, for example, the second one. Do you think reading fiction can make people more empathic? Empathetic? No, I don't think so. Do you think reading fiction can make people more empathetic? No. Do you think reading fiction is gonna make somebody more empathetic?
Teacher, I think so. Yes, I think the fiction can make people more empathic because it allows us to see the world from different characters or perspectives. We
Okay.
understand their emotions, struggles, and experience, which help us connect better with real people. I no sé, I don't know.
No. Okay. Okay. Cool. I believe fiction, as it says, is fiction. So eventually, maybe emotions are not that real as real life people. You know what I mean? So maybe it could be true what you're saying. Maybe we could get through emotions deeply in fiction, but eventually it's fiction. Like they increase feelings. But yeah, okay, I got your point. So this is a difficult one. Should schools encourage reading for pleasure or focus on classic literature? Yes, 100%. This is something that gotta be done.
I think that in schools and more in kids, they have to they have to they have to read, uh, even if it's something that they like or if it's classic literature. But it's important that they acquire the habit to reading.
Okay. Yeah, I believe schools, because they're our second homes, they should increase and encourage students and teenagers and kids to read more. Okay, somebody else? Somebody else wants to say something? What about how do movies or no? What book has had a major impact on you and why? Well, this is personal question. I believe we're gonna keep forward. How do movies based on books influence our perception of the story? Oh my god, I hate the movies that comes from books because they are not the same. And it actually changed the perception of the story. It happened to me when I was reading after because I wrote the three books of the series. And when I watched the movie, I stopped reading by a year, maybe, just because of that. So whenever a movie is coming out from a book, I just pass from watching the movie because I really don't like when they make movies about favorite favorite. I mean, about movies about the Andres, excuse me, what's the question? Would you like to answer? Should schools encourage reading for pleasures or focus on classic literature? That's the question. Should schools encourage reading for pleasure?
In my case, I have an opinion. I consider schools, private or public schools, must be implement of books, given that we need to recognize different perspectives. For example, Divinity Comedy is one of the biggest books, if we remember, that creates the basis for English, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is good. Yeah, I remember my school used to keep ourselves into books. I remember there was actually one class dedicated for reading, and it was nice. That's maybe what encouraged me to read more. Okay, so thank you so much for participate. We're gonna do a game, and this is gonna be the last time for me, I believe, talking. So we're gonna play to guess the book, okay? Through images. So, do you see my screen? Yeah, perfect. Play solo, okay? We're gonna play all together, but we're gonna do it in solo. Okay, boy lives in a closet, becomes wizard, causes trouble for 7 years. What's that?
I think Harry Potter.
Correct. Yeah, that's an easy one, right? Correct. Girl changes her entire personality for a sparkly stalker. Oh,
I think that's Twilight.
I consider Twilight.
correct. Thank you for participating. Oh my God, that's crazy. Thank you. Dystopian kids fight to the death for TV ratings. Oh, that's the Hunger Games or Maze Runner? No, the Hunger Games,
The Hunger
right?
Games.
The
Yeah,
Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
the
right.
Hunger Games.
Correct. Okay. A magical ring causes problems for literally everyone. The Lord of the
The
Rings,
Lord of
right?
the Rings.
At the Lord of the Rings.
Correct. Wow, we're magicians, guys. We're getting everything correct. Green guy hates Christmas. Changed his mind after robbery. The
The
Grinch?
Range.
Correct. A whale makes one guy super dramatic for 60 pages. What's that one? The Old Man and the Sea.
Moby
I
Dick.
had Moby Dick. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe oh, we lose that one. Sorry. It was Moby Dick. Correct. Teen boy fights good gods and has daddy issues. Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
Simon. Yeah.
Percy Jackson, correct. Wow. Animals overthrow farmer. Still bad at politics. Animal overthrow farmer. The jungle. Animal farm.
I like
Animal
this
Farm.
Oh,
option.
wow. Correct. You're the best. Girl visits alternative dimension. Everyone has bottom eyes. Creepy. Oh, I know that one. That's Coraline and the secret door. Hi. Why this stop? Oh my god. My screen is not working. Why? Why not working? Okay. This is I believe this is not gonna work anymore. Because my computer is getting broke. Oh again. Okay. Just give it 1 second until it restarts. Shit. What happened? Okay, yeah, it's now gonna work. So let's do the next one. Okay, do you see my screen? Yeah, correct. Okay, so um, this is Aliluz. Do you want to start?
Yes, teacher, thanks. Hello, everyone. My name is Ailus Hernandez, and today I'm going to talk about literary genres and how they help us when we read in English. I will also share some fun ideas about what readers usually think about each genre. Everything here is simple, clear, and easy to understand. Why literary genres are as follows. The first, learning literary genres is important because they make reading easier. Knowing the genre helps us understand, the text better. It tells us what the author wants and what we can expect from the history. Here are the main benefits of learning literary genres. For example, number one, improve reading comprehension. And when we know the genre, we understand the message of the text faster and better. Number two, for example, help us predict what will happen. Genres have patterns. These patterns give us clues about the next event. Number three, help us recognize text structure. Each genre has a special organization, for example, narrative, informative, or the descriptive. Number four, enrich our speaking and writing. Genre has more vocabulary and new ways to express ideas. Number five, build critical thinking. We learn to compare text, analyze histories and things deeper. Number six, increase interest in reading. Students discover what type of history they like the most. Support other school subjects. Good reading skills are important in science, social study, and history. Expand cultural knowledge. Genre serves as a new place ideas, cultures, and moments in history. These points explain which genres help us become better readers in English. Okay, we are going so far well. Remember, guys, that if you have questions, you leave them for the end. Write them in the chat. Now we are going to make a small description of what each literary genre is. For example, comedy has funny history. Its goal is to make people laugh and feel happy. Horror. Horror has scary histories and includes monsters, dark places, and situations that create fear. Adventure. Adventure shows travel, action, and new experience. Characters explore new places and face exciting challenges. Science fiction. Science fiction talks about the future, technology, and imaginary worlds. It can include robots, space travel, or advanced inventions. I like this genre, romance. Romance tells love stories. It's focused on feelings, emotion, and relationship between characters. I love these genres. And mystery. Mystery presents a secret of a problem to solve. There are clues, suspense, and surprising endings. Fantasy. Fantasy has a magical creatures and imaginary worlds. Anything can happen because imagination is too key. Now, in the second part, Alejandra, give me the another slide, please. Thank you. Now, in the second part of the resource of the presentation, we see funny description of different genres. Now, number 8. Yeah, thank you. In the second part of the presentation, we see funny description of different genres. This description helps understand the personality of each genre in a simple and enjoyable way. For example, fantasy, the imagination gene. Fantasy readers love magic and imaginary worlds. They dream about getting a letter from Hogwarts or finding a dragon in their backyard. Even if magic is not real, guys, they continue hoping. Mystery, being a detective without breaking in the law. Mystery readers think they can solve crimes better than the police. But in the end, the book surprised them with a big plot twist in never expected. Romance. Romance S could not invent. Romance readers laughed, cried, and fall in love with characters that do not exist. They fall in love very fast, sometimes in only 2 chapters. Non-fiction, readers who love to learn and slow up a little. These readers that this genre like to know about everything: history, cooking, science, and philosophy. They love to share random facts in a conversation, and even if nobody asks it. Thriller. One more chapter. People at 3 a.m. Thriller has fans love suspense and tension. Personally, I don't like this. They read until very late because they need to know what happened at the end. Sometimes they think everyone is suspicious when they neighborhoods. This example shows how each genre has a special style and also as a fun personality. To finish, literary genre help us reading better, think better, and enjoy text in English. They make reading easier and more interesting. And they find description of each genre help us connect with this history in a simple and enjoyable way. Thank you. Your turn, Miss Anna, please. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Not only the book offer us interesting readings, but there are also others that allows the find interesting facts about the world around us. The following activity consists of the short reading and different exercise that allow you to have a good interesting of the text. We are going to share the link in the chat. We can do the reading and we are going to carry out the first and second activity. One moment, please. The link is already on the chat. So I'm sharing also the screen if somebody cannot go into the link. I believe we could do it just by sharing the screen, right? Or do we need to be the page? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's reading. Okay. The power of cultural festivals across the world. Cultural festivals bring people together to celebrate traditions, art, and community spirit. And these events are not only fun, but they also help preserve cultural identity and promote understanding between different groups. For example, and the Carnival of Barranquilla in Colombia is famous for its colorful parades, music, and dancing. It attracts thousands of visitors. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Is awesome visitors each year and recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage. Similarly, in India, the festival of Diwali brings families and friends together to celebrate the victory of light over darkness. People decorate their homes, exchange gifts, and share traditional sweets. Cultural festivals have a powerful impact on both local communities and tourists. They support local economies, inspire creativity, and remain as despite our difference, we all share the same joy of celebration. Okay. So, guys, first instance, what's your favorite festival and why? As a personal review, what's your favorite festival in the year? Karen,
I have a
maybe?
short question, like a cultural or traditional event or like a sofa event.
Both, maybe, because the second one is how do festivals reflect a culture's country. So let's talk about countries' festivals. In Colombia, for example, Barranquilla's Carnival, but we have more, right? For example, Medellin has the Flowers Festival. That's a pretty good one. I like flowers. For example, Flowers Festival.
In Bogota, we have Reyes Day when people enjoy celebrating or remembering different cultures with Christmas or Chris born.
Okay, so how do you say Bogota has Christmas? How do you
Reyes Day.
oh, religious day? What?
Reyes Day. This celebration is taking place, if I remember, in Egyptian neighborhoods.
Okay. Okay.
In Villa de Leyva, Festival of Flags.
Villa de Leyva, which one? What's the name?
Festival of Lights in December at
Flies. Like fly as the fly? Como la mosca? No.
no Festival del Lights, de luces.
Ah, lights. Festival. Okay, great.
Y Chichar Impasto, Carnaval de Blancos y Negros.
Blacks and whites. Blancos and negros.
Literally, yeah.
Okay.
But if I remember, that one is a proper name. It's not necessary to translate.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Next one. So, how do festivals reflect a country's culture? How do festivals reflect a culture's culture?
Mm.
By the motivation that they have, maybe by the performance. Because if you see carnivals in Colombia, in Barranquilla, they are dressed not like this, but they are dressed with beautiful dresses and colorful, uh, yeah, dresses. Also, there is one, the Joropo. Where is the Joropo festival? Do you remember?
Ibagué, Tolima, Ibagué. Del festival del joropo es en Huila, Neiva.
Ah, Joropo festival. Okay. Should we move on to the actual exam or the questions, Lisana?
Okay. Of the question. Make each statement as true or false. Cultural festival are only for entertainment. Is true or false?
It's false, right?
Okay, one false. Thank you, Lorena. Paula, perdón, Alejandra. Second, the Carnival of Barranquilla is recognized by UNESCO. Is true or false?
It's true.
Correct.
Yes, correct. Third, the wild celebrates the victory of darkness over light. Is true or false?
It's false.
True.
False.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Fourth, festival help local economies and bring people together.
True.
Is true or false?
True.
True.
Okay, thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, very good for your participation. Okay, the others activities can be done as a task. Thank you for your participation.
Okay.
Well, ladies
Uh,
and gentlemen, yes.
no, you go. You go.
Okay, let me introduce myself. This is John Hernandez, and using the information as a reference in this presentation, I need to verify with you. Do you have here all these topics, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
ask?
Okay. Do you have any other questions based on this activity?
Oh,
Adiluz, could you tell me to read the first section? Or maybe, Karen, could you please help me reading the first question?
Teacher,
okay.
I'm here. What the most popular book read in Colombia? I think so that for me is Cien años de soledad is possible.
Okay.
Exactly. And according to ChatGPT,
Yeah.
Cien Años de Soledad was, well, rated by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, is
Yeah.
represented here in Colombia. But which other book do you remember is by Gabriel Garcia Marquez?
Yeah, but no. I mean,
No.
yes.
No, Goris.
Oh,
One of the books, according to ChatGPT, is En agosto nos vemos. Is a posthumous work by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, was the best-selling fiction book in Colombia in early 2024.
Teacher, is
okay.
Other
most
books,
popular, sorry, is most popular that Cien años de soledad?
yes, based on ChatGPT, we can see
Yeah.
here this one is one of the most
Okay.
iconic Colombian novels, and we have to recognize this one is very strongly associated with Colombian literature.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
No, no worries. That using the information with ChatGPT, we can see others, for example, personal development or self-help. One of the books to self-help is Hábitos Atómicos by James Clear has been among the top sellers. The other is like, let me see here. La Vegetariana by Han Kang, who is Korean author, tried to describe different Colombian fiction sales in 2025. And finally, one of the classics books here is divided into parts. The first one is Delirio by Laura Garcia, is as also a well-known Colombian novel. And finally, Que Viva la Música by Andrés Caicedo. Okay, those ones are the base of the normal books for describing this section. And now, is someone helps me reading the second question in the presentation?
Okay. I would like to ask ChatGPT, talking about books and the reading section that we're doing here. Maybe wh- what will be a good book? No, a good uh Adilus, how do you call um genders? Gen For me to start start reading. So let's see how ChatGPT help us to improve our reading skills. It just depends on what kind of experience you like. I have a quick question. How do you enjoy? Okay, so what ChatGPT does is to make like a interview. What do you like? If you like movies with drama and emotion, try contemporary fiction. If you like Marvel, Star Wars, or imaginative stories, try fantasy or science fiction. Then, if you like crime documentaries, that's mine. Mystery and thrillers. If you like romance or light shows, romancing comedy and young adult. If you want something philosophical or meaningful, try literary fiction. That's very interesting. Andres has a question here. How can I increase the habit of reading? Let's ask ChatGPT, how can I increase the habit of reading? Okay, start tiny. Aim for 5 to 10 minutes a day, not the whole chapter. Always keep a book within reach. Carry a book or use reader phone apps so you can read during communities, writing before bed. That's great. Choose book that feels easy, not important. Yeah, that is not an obligation to read. It's something that you would like to. Pair reading with routine. Oh, that's nice when you read with somebody. Track your progress. A simple checklist to good reading. Set a minimum page rule. Okay, create a reading friendly environment. No phone distraction, quiet or background music, a comfortable spot. Join to a community, mix formats, stop reading. Okay, so somebody else would like to ask ChatGPT how to increase your skills? Maybe.
I would like to ask ChatGPT if it has any improvements on like mental health.
So how reading improves my health, my mental health?
Yes.
That's a good one. Can have a strong positive impact on mental health, and the benefits show up both immediately. Reduces the stress and calms the mind. Correct. Strengthens emotional resilience. Improves focus and reduces mental clutter. Boosts mood, sorry, and promotes healthy escape. Enhances self-awareness, supports better sleep, reduces symptoms of anxiety, builds a sense of accomplishment, gives you confidence, overall mood. Great question. Somebody else would like to ask something? Okay. If not, guys, this is gonna be all. Thank you so much for coming to the class. Thank you so much for participating the most that you can. Thank you for the teachers and the tutors that have been here in the conversation, in the boat talk. Thank you for the participation, guys. I hopefully see you next time.
Thank you, teacher. See you later. Thank you. Thank you for your participation, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Please, teachers, stay. Lisiana, Lorena, Diluz, Joan.
Sí.
A ver. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Bueno,